I'm back, and we're playing a new game again. I want to cycle in these 3 games. So I'm not gonna start too many new series, but this is the 3rd and final for now, I think. It's Civilization, Sid Meier's 5. I said that in the wrong order. But I think I have all the DLCs. I like this game a lot, and I'm excited to play it. I gotta set it up real quick. It won't take long. I'm going to do a random leader this time. There's a bunch of them. They all have different boosts and what they do, but I just want to be random. We'll get what we get, and we will not throw a fit. I'm gonna play standard. I might change some of these later if I do another playthrough, but this is what I'm gonna stick with for now. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. My last playthrough I was playing with teams, so I gotta change this real quick. I went through and changed all this, but apparently it doesn't save, so whoops. 7 and 8, and now we should be done, I think. Print, standard, Pangea. We got a ton of different maps. I like playing on this Earth one, but it kind of, since it's so big, I don't know. I want to play it a little smaller, so we're going Pangea, where I don't have to like be all naval and go all over the place. So we'll just start this up, and I'm gonna let this dude talk for a little bit.
Blessings and salutations to you, revered Queen Dido, founder of the legendary kingdom of Carthage. Chronicled by the words of the great poet Virgil, your husband, Asabas, was murdered at the hands of your own brother, King Pygmalion of Tyre, who subsequently claimed the treasures of Asabas that were now rightfully yours. Fearing the lengths from which your brother would pursue this vast wealth, you and your compatriots sailed for new lands. Arriving on the shores of North Africa, you tricked the local king with the simple manipulation of an ox hide, laying out a vast expanse of territory for your new home, the future kingdom of Carthage. Clever and inquisitive Dido, the world longs for a leader who can provide a shelter from the coming storm, guided by brilliant intuition and cunning. Can you lead the people in the creation of a new kingdom to rival that of once mighty Carthage? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
I hope so. I like that dude's voice. His voice actor guy. Alright, so we got this heritage thing. All coastal cities get a free harbor. Units may cross mountains after the first great general is earned, taking 50 HP damage if they end a turn on a mountain. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. So we get you get units, unique units that only you can have, and sometimes unique buildings. But these seem to be both units. We're gonna get African forest elephants and some kind of weird ship. Anyways, I'm just gonna start. So this is civilization. You got this. This is called the Fog of War, I believe. And you can scout with your people, and it'll clear the fog. And generally this map will get a lot bigger. I've been saying generally way too much. But this is a pretty good place to found a city already. We're going to have tons of food, cotton, silk eventually. And we get those bonuses for being a harbor. Or for being coastal, my bad. So you take your little settler, and you found your first city. You probably know this game, but I'm going to explain it anyway. I always like to start off with a monument because it makes your borders, this little line, grow faster. So everything in my border I can take advantage of, but things like this, they're near me but I can't get it yet. So this will just help it go farther, faster. And it gains you culture, which is this up here, and once I get to 25, I can get a policy, which I will show you eventually. There's going to be a lot of explaining early on, but it'll get better later. I'm going to start with pottery. This is the tech tree. It's cool. you can go all the way down here and eventually get future tech. That will take 2,744 turns. It won't actually, but because we get like bonuses to our research. But there's a ton of stuff, and you can queue it up. Say I wanted to learn calendar, which I think I do actually. Yes, requires calendar, it says up there. So I do want to get calendar. So if I click this, you can see it's queuing it up. I can queue optics, and it'll go through there, there, and there. But we'll queue calendar. And that takes 10 turns. Up here you can see everything we're producing. We're producing 4 science, 5 gold, and this is per turn, by the way. 4 science, 5 gold. I have no trade routes, 5 happiness, which you can see why there. This is a golden age. It'll give us some bonuses once we get there. I'll explain policies and tourism and faith all later. I like to just explore with my warrior. I'm not gonna say I'm that great at this game. Fun fact: I have never finished a playthrough on it ever, and I've probably played like evidence of recent activity reveals location of nearby barbarian encampments. That was ruins. I didn't mention that. Ruins give you random bonuses. This bonus sucks, in my opinion. It just tells me where some camps are. There's one way over there, and one way up there. Not way, it's right there. Anyways, I was saying something. So you take your turn, you wait. I'm playing in a windowed mode, so I can't just drag my thing. And then down here it'll say who is taking their turn. And eventually, late in the game, it takes a while in between turns, because like every person is doing a lot of stuff. But early game, it's not so bad. See down here, the turns go by super fast. There's players, which are different, different civilizations like me, and then there's city states, which they don't really have like a great leader kind of person. And then there's barbarian people, and they just have these little camps, and you gotta go kill them because they can really mess you up. They're not that strong, but they can like pillage your areas, and they're generally really annoying. Generally. I've been saying that too much. So I like this game a lot. It's a strategy game. I'm a fan of strategy games. It's got, progress. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like, that makes me heal every turn, 10 health. I really like games where you have progress, like a game where you start out really weak. Like right now, we are this small little city, and we have one unit. That's it. And then eventually, assuming I don't die, we'll have a gigantic empire. And I enjoy that. It's a cool feeling. That's why I like RPGs a lot, because you start out level 1, you're really weak, and eventually, you can destroy people. And I like that. Here is the city screen I shall show. You can change your production, but I'm not going to. Shows you everything you're producing right now. And you can change what your city is managing. Did I get a free harbor? I did. Cool. Oh, that's less cool than I thought it was. I thought it'd give us food. Never mind. But it would be useful eventually. Anyway, so we're getting this because it gets us 2 food and then 2 gold. Eventually, we'll be able to work it and get a lot more from it. But for now, that's it. And our population is only 1, so we can work the city and 1 thing. You can only pick 1 right now. And early on, you want to focus on food. This is food and production, but food and 2 gold is probably better for me in the long run. And so I'm focusing on this, because when I get 2 population, it says 2 turns till a new citizen is born, I'll be able to do the city plus 2 spaces, and it's so on and so on. So you just want to focus on expanding a little bit at first. And also, if I give any bad tips, I'm not an expert at this game. I've played it a lot, like 40 hours maybe. That's not a lot, but it's a lot. So I know the basics, and I know what I like to do. So that's what I'll tell you. It says Carthage has grown, so now, like I said, you can get 2 of these. And I have it on default, which it'll just automatically pick what it thinks is best. Although now I locked this one, so it'll never take this off. I only started messing with this recently, the last couple of runs. But I mean, a big problem I have, which I already mentioned. How long till pottery's done? 2 turns? You can do this, I guess. I don't finish these games because I really like the beginning. I'm kind of what's the word? Nope. There's a word that I'm thinking of, though. Nope, it's not coming to me. Anyways, I'm contradicting. Whew! I'm contradicting myself because I said I like seeing the big empire at the end, but I never actually get that far. It's not that I lose. I just I really like the beginning stages, and so I'll play for like 500 turns or something, and then I'll start a new one. But seeing as I'm doing this on YouTube, I'll probably hopefully finish this. My unit has been promoted because every time I fight this dude I get a little bit of experience, and I can choose heal instantly, which will heal 50 HP, but you won't get any like long-term bonuses. Drill, which is better strength in rough terrain, which is like the jungles, these hills that we're on, so that's what I'm gonna get. And then shock, which is open terrain, which is like this, or like a desert or a field, that kind of stuff. You usually get like what is more pertinent, I think that's the word, to where you're at. So like there's a lot of jungle, a lot of hills, I'm gonna go with drill, and that'll just make me stronger. See, I about pointed at the screen and you can't see my finger. I have bonus versus barbarians and rough terrain attack bonus, so that just makes me do more damage to them. I'm gonna keep these videos about 15 minutes long, though. I say. I don't know how many turns that'll translate to, but I mean, this one had the setup and everything, so you'll get a little less gameplay than normal. But I'm excited for this series. I like Civilization so much. If I kill this guy might kill me, so I'm going to heal a little bit first, because they won't be able to get to me. They'd have to go like around here, assuming there's not more mountains. Like, it could be a big mountain range, I don't know. Well, this is Pangea? I think that's how you pronounce it, so it might be like geographically correct, aside from the island part, like they're all put together. That's what Pangea means, I think. I don't want to say something stupid. I probably already have. Anyways, we're about to build our scout. This shows, well, it's gone now. This shows how many turns till I get another population and grow. This, well, this shows how many turns till whatever I'm building is done. So 8 turns for that, 7 turns for that. But I mean, if I end up switching to this might take 7, because I'll have extra production, the little hammer. That's how that works. With these scouts, you know, you can choose how they move and stuff. I like to just put them automated. I don't know if that's a bad idea, but it's what I do every time. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to adopt a policy. There's a ton of them, and I'm not going to go over all of them right now. I'm going to go over what I'm going to get, and that's liberty, because you can get a worker for free. That's very nice. It's good for rapid expansion. It gives you culture, which will make me get even more policies. And once I do all of them, I get a great person, which helps a lot, and I will explain when we get one. So I'm going to adopt that. And each one of these takes one, like, adopting point, I guess you could call it, which is this, 0 out of 30. but it increases. Eventually I'll take like 200 or something. So we're about at the done point. I'll record more of these. I really like this game. I'm excited for it, and I guess technically there was a little bit of time before I edited, so I can talk a little bit. I enjoy this game. I can't wait to see what happens and if we can become the greatest empire. I'm just altogether excited. So stay tuned. There's going to be more. It'll be every third video, so every third day, I think. Yeah, that makes sense, because I'm going to upload every day. I might skip Sundays or Saturdays or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do 7 a week. It could be 6 a week, just so I have a little bit of leeway. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But anyways, thank you for watching this far. Have a good day.